Welcome back to Charlotte today. Here I am sitting between two lovely ladies. You know, dealing with difficult people can leave us needing a little daily balance in our lives. We can't always control how family members or co-workers will act, but when we can control the way, we can control the way they respond is what we can do.
Yes, we can. Kim Jacobs, the host of The Daily Balance with Kim Jacobs, is here for a few suggestions to tell us some things.
Well, thanks for having me.
We're glad you're here. She's a calming influence, isn't she?
We need calming today.
Oh, good. Balance.
You're going to help us out. Now, people that are just we can't control them. What do we do? How about decide to let it slide?
Yeah, deciding to let it slide is critical, because with people that are already in an explosive situation, they're difficult to deal with, and you're talking to them and the situation is just escalating and escalating. It's important for you to try to be the calming factor in that situation. Just decide, I'm going to be the peacemaker. I'm not going to get you going any more than you already are, because I can see you're on a roll.
It's hard to do that. It's hard to step down.
Absolutely. It's actually a decision that you have to make within your mind, that I am going to make the conscious choice to not ramp you up any further than you already are.
Well, recognizing that you have options.
There are so many options, because if you can put it in perspective early on, that I can either, when I'm dealing with this person, because I already know how they are, especially if it's a family member or a coworker, and you deal with them all the time anyway, you can anticipate how you're going to respond to them. I'm either going to change the way I hear what they're saying in advance. I know this is what you're saying, but this is how I'm processing what you're saying. You're not as crazy as you appear to be. And that's one thing. So I'm going to choose to change the way I hear you.
People are just nuts, though.
And then the other thing you can do is just accept it and just live with it. You can say, you know what, I'm just going to live with it. However you choose to act is your choice, it's your life, so be it. Or you can say, I'm walking away from this crazy nut. I'm not going to have anything else to do with them. As much as I can stay away from them, I will.
And Kim, that kind of leads us to your next suggestion. Don't try to change them. Don't try to change people.
Don't worry about trying to change them, because you're not going to change them anyway. These people that are difficult have been difficult not only with you, but they've been difficult with a lot of people. So this is what they do, who they are. And so trying to make them be something that they're not is not ever going to work.
You're not ever going to be able to change them. And then taking time to respond. Let a little time pass.
You better believe it, because I've gotten some fiery emails from people, and I start typing. I'm like, oh, I got a response for you.
Especially on email.
Oh, yes. I always recommend that you at least let about 2 hours pass by before you take the time to hit that send button. You can save it to draft, but then don't send it until you get the opportunity to really think through what you're trying to say back to that person.
And then you say, maybe a great way to do it, and you email back, is shower them with kindness in the email.
Shower the people with kindness, because subconsciously, for a person that's difficult to deal with, kindness works with everyone. So I've noticed with me personally, when I just continue to just pour on the love, sometimes it aggravates them, but sometimes I see a little smile. I'm like, hey, that difficult person, I won them over for a minute.
I've perfected the art of being so kind to people, and you know that it is just making them so mad.
And that's unfortunate.
And you know that you're actually being nice, and nobody can ever fault you.
That frustrates them even more.
It does.
It really does.
Don't take it personally.
Again, don't take it personally, because if a person is difficult, they're like, I talk about a time bomb. If a time bomb is a person that's explosive and they're exploding, they're not exploding only on you, they're exploding on anyone that's around. So everyone gets the effects of their behavior. So it's not a personal situation.
How about talk to them, not about them?
You know what, what I recommend when people like us, we're not the difficult people, when we're dealing with a difficult person, just address them directly, let them know what your issue is, and talk about what you need to talk about with them, but do not go and talk about them to other people.
Okay.
Because then you're becoming a problem yourself, being a gossiper. So I think it's important to just talk directly to them and leave it there, stop at the source, and don't go and say, do you know how difficult they can be? I really can't stand them. And it's just going too far. So just leave it there, and you be the professional.
Bottom line, you can control yourself and check yourself, but nobody else.
You can only control yourself, no one else.
Always great advice from you, Kim. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. You can watch Kim every Saturday night, 10 a.m. on WTVI. Now,